Lovely starshine lights my way to bed. Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child I live in Wonderland. All my dreams are coming true. Heavy shackles.
Hi, and welcome to Handmade by Ditsy Tulip. I'm Mel, and thanks for stopping by my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to share some more information and some pictures about the amazing dressmakers ball that I attended on Friday just gone, the 22nd I think it was, and it was arranged by Crafty So and So, and it was at a gorgeous place called City Rooms, I think it's called, in Leicester. So I've already seen quite a few videos pop up, and if you're on Instagram you would have seen pictures all over Instagram over the weekend as well, but I just wanted to share with you what I did in the end to complete my outfit, and to share some photos from the event for people that aren't over on Instagram. So if you're interested in that, then do continue to watch. So I have done a couple of previous videos where I shared my plans for my outfit, and I decided that I wanted to do separates. I wanted a circle skirt combined with some kind of top, just really to make the outfit more wearable after the event, because I'm not really the kind of person who makes something that's really special but just to get worn once. To me that feels like a waste of fabric, a waste of time. I would rather have something that is more wearable, so I thought by doing it as separates that would achieve that. So I've previously shown you the skirt, and I'll share a few more details about that in a second, but what I haven't shared yet is what I decided on for the top, and this is what I'm wearing. So the pattern that I decided to use was the Pattern for Pirates wiggle dress, which has also got a top version, and you can do it off the shoulder, or you've got one that's got like a normal neckline, and then you've got different sleeve options. You've got short sleeves, long sleeves, 3/4 sleeves. You've got a really super long version of the dress which has got like a fishtail, but of course I wanted separate, so I went for the top. I have shared the fabric that I used previously, so this is just a stretch velvet which I got from the remnant basket at Abercan. It's got a nice amount of stretch, but I really like the colour and the slightly metallic-y feel to it. I thought that's what would make it a little bit special for the dressmakers ball. What I will do is insert some photos pre-ball of the outfit together. I have also written a blog post before I attended the ball to share more information about my outfit, so I'll leave a link to that in the video notes if you want to go and have a look at the photos and click the links to the patterns, and you can head off over to that. So this top came together really quickly, really easily, but the flowers around the top are actually a happy accident. So the way that you do this top, because it's off the shoulder, you sew some elastic which then kind of flips over onto the inside, and I mustn't have used the right width elastic, or I'm not quite sure what I did, but what I was finding is when I was wearing it, the elastic was flicking back over on itself, which wasn't a great look. You don't want to be going to a ball with elastic showing on the right side of the garment. So what I decided to do was to cut out individual roses out of the leftovers of the fabric, and then I hand stitched them all the way along the front and the shoulders and the back. Yeah, so you can see, stitch those roses all the way around. And then what I found is that just keeps it perfectly in place. And what I also did is just hand stitched a little pearl on the centre of each rose. Let me just come in a little bit closer and show you. Hopefully you can see, just a tiny little pearl in the centre of each of the roses. And that again also helped to just secure it in place. So looking at the skirt, for anybody who hadn't seen the previous videos, I decided to use I think it's the Pattern Emporium skater skirt, but the elasticated waist version. And I've got some kind of gold elastic, which I attached as the waistband. And then I I machine stitched individual roses all the way around the hem, which just ensured that the skirt has got a nice finish at the bottom, because otherwise it would look like the roses are just chopped off in half. I had planned to make my own petticoat, but I just didn't have time, and I'd already got a petticoat from years ago when I was a bridesmaid. It's just a plain white one. Oh, can you see? So I just decided to use that and didn't make my own, which is a shame, because I would have liked to have made my own, but I just ran out of time. So yeah, I decided to use that one. So yeah, that was the skirt. It was actually really easy to sew. In fact, I did feel perhaps a little bit like a fraud on the day, because there was some absolutely amazing dresses that had got so much work that had gone into them. But my outfit was probably one of the simplest that I've made for quite a while. It's a really basic stretch top, a really basic circle skirt. I didn't add pockets or anything like that. But for me, the key thing was this beautiful fabric. So I wanted to keep it simple. So it really accentuated the detail in the fabric, and I was really happy with how it turned out. But I did feel like when you saw the absolutely amazing ball gowns that were there on the evening, I did feel a little bit like, oh, mine's really, really simple. But I love it, and everybody else loved it as well. I had lots of lovely comments on the night, so that's great. So just as a reminder, the fabric, unfortunately, there was some available when I first started to share this, but it did quickly sell out. So that it is no longer available, but it was from Minerva Crafts, and it was priced at an absolute bargain, £1.99 a metre. So my whole ball gown outfit perhaps cost me £13 to £14 or something like that. So an absolute bargain. Oh, one other thing that I did this last minute on the morning. I wore my hair up in a bun similar to how it is now, and I just wanted something to put in my hair, so I just made a couple of little floral slides that just went on there. So I'll just show you these. So I've basically just cut off some little artificial flowers from some that I'd got at home, and I've just glued them onto a crocodile clip, I think that's what they're called, and just glued some little diamantes on as well. So that is those. Now the night was absolutely amazing. It was so lovely to meet so many of you there. I know quite a few people did speak to me and said that they watched the channel, so it was so lovely to meet people in person. And it was quite strange, because obviously we've got this virtual world, it's a really good community, the sewing community, especially over on Instagram, and you were meeting people for the first time, but it didn't feel like you were meeting people for the first time. So it was a really strange feeling. What was difficult is you tend to know people by their Instagram handles and not their real name, so it was really difficult to try and remember names. But it was an absolutely amazing night. There was a professional photographer there, so again I'll be inserting some photos throughout this video where you could have some taken on your own, or you could have some taken with friends or people that you've met for the first time, and then they've all been shared on Facebook, and if you've been to the event you've got access to the Dropbox folder where they are all stored, so you can get your own photos, and that was included within the price of the ball, so that was great. We had a glass of fizz on arrival. We then had a lovely buffet. There was lasagna, there was stroganoff, there was some really nice cakes and salad and vegetables. And my favourite part of the evening was the band. There was the Leicester, University of Leicester Big Band, I think they were called. So it was the students from the local uni, and they played all evening, like a big brass band. They were playing all sorts of music, modern music, but obviously turned into the brass band style, and nearly everybody in the room was up dancing. It was absolutely fantastic. The shoes came off, we were all twirling around in the dresses. It was great. It was super fun. It was lovely to meet up with some lovely ladies that I've met before as well at sewing meetups like Sew Up North and Sew Knots and things like that. So yeah, lovely to meet up with some ladies again, and also meet up with some people who I've spoke to quite a bit on Instagram but never actually met in real person. Just so many wonderful people, and there was just so much talent in that room. It really was fantastic to be part of such a lovely community and such a lovely event. So yeah, that's it. What I will do is leave some links to, as I say, my blog post, which shares a little bit more information about my outfit, so you can get to the pattern. I feel like I've really waffled, but there was so much to tell you about it. But yeah, that was it. That's all I wanted to share, is some pictures and what a fabulous time it was. So that's it. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Have a wonderful week, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.
Lovely starshine lights my way to bed. Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child, I live in wonderland. All my dreams are coming true. Heavy shackles used to hold me down. Now my